This is an Unsolicited Perspectives YouTube exclusive.
Something interesting happened the other day, and I have a lot of thoughts about it, but more importantly, I want to get your thoughts about it. And it's about this Fox Sports sex scandal. Have you heard about it?
I have not.
All right, well, let me give you a
But
little...
it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, well, it doesn't, because Fox typically has some sports scandals. So the Fox Sports sex scandal revolves around a lawsuit filed by Nourishin Fargi.
I think it's
Nushin?
Noshin Fargi.
Okay, Noshin. That sounds about right. So Noshin. Noshin is a former hairstylist for various on-air personalities at Fox. She alleges sexual harassment and hostile work environment. The lawsuit was filed in early January of 2025 and includes serious allegations against prominent figures in the company. She worked for Fox Sports from 2012 to 2016 and full-time from 2016 to 2024. The lawsuit claims that she experienced workplace misconduct and abuse during her tenure, including allegations of being a misogynist, racist, and ableist workplace, while executives and talent repeatedly abused their positions without consequence. She is seeking damages for sexual battery, hostile work environment, and several other claims. Here are the key allegations. One, against a prominent sports figure, Skip Bayless. If you know anything about talk sports, Skip Bayless is one of the main people.
Yeah.
She claims that he made unwanted sexual advances, including offer her $1.5 million for sex after discussing her personal health issues with them. Baby girl, $1.5 million. I might have taken him up on that offer. Furthermore, she accuses him of inappropriate physical contact, stating that he would press against her during haircuts and give lingering hugs that made her uncomfortable. She also made allegations against Charlie Dixon. Who is Charlie Dixon? He's an executive vice president of content at Fox Sports. He's accused of groping her and using his position to coerce women into sexual relationships. The lawsuit describes multiple incidents where Dixon allegedly retaliated against female employees who rejected his advances. She claims that he groped her during a party and that multiple women experienced retaliation after reporting harassment. This is the main reason why I wanted to talk about this topic. Is Joy Taylor's involvement. Who is Joy Taylor? She's a prominent figure on Fox Sports. She's accused of creating a hostile work environment. She's alleged she allegedly dismissed what's her name? Nushin. She allegedly dismissed Nushin's concern about misconduct and was involved in an affair with Dixon. Joy Taylor supposedly was involved in an affair with Dixon, and the suit claims Taylor mocked Nushin's accent and demean her professional capabilities, further contributing to a toxic work environment. The lawsuit insinuates that Taylor's career advancements, including her hosting role on Undisputed, were influenced by her relationship with powerful male colleagues like Dixon, and claims that Taylor directly communicated that her opportunity to host the show was contingent upon her relationship with Dixon. So I say all that to say this. There's three parties here in this sex case, right? The sex lawsuit. There is Skip Bayless, a prominent sports figure. There's Dixon, who is an executive, and there's Joy Taylor, who is a host, also a sports figure. On social media and in my friend groups, when they talk about this, here's what they say. Joy Taylor is a hoe, huh? That's how she got her position. Women shouldn't be in male-dominated sports talk. That's what I'm hearing. And the whole topic of this YouTube is just like, men. Like, there are three figures. Two of them are male. One of them is female. All of the allegations are horrible. But the only thing that men are focusing on is the fact that Joy Taylor may have had sex with the executive. There's also some allegations that she had sex with another on-air sports personality, and that's the only reason why she got her position. Never mind her career work in sports broadcasting, but that's the reason. So that's the reason why I wanted to make this a YouTube exclusive, because I wanted to hear your thoughts on just the fact that men are...
Yeah, I mean, you set up a culture where women have the capability of influencing you using sex, and then you get mad when they do it. Like if
she did it.
If she did it,
right?
But whether she did it or she didn't, like Charlie Dixon is the one that's creating this environment,
right?
So, like, What are you getting mad at her if allegedly she exploited that?
It bothered me because
Men are just mad that they can't sleep their way to the top. And
I
first
wish
of
I
all,
could.
if women could sleep their way to the top, we would be at the top.
Yeah, we would have been president.
Okay?
I said we. They would have been president.
Yeah, but it definitely wouldn't be any wage disparities. There wouldn't be any issue with women being in the boardrooms and in the C-suite and stuff like that. If that was a possibility, don't you think we would have gotten a little further, okay, than we have? So first of all, save it. Second of all, you're creating this environment, and you continue to create the environment by not even thinking about holding those two men who are the ones that are actually accused of sexual misconduct, holding them accountable in any way, shape, or form.
No mention of it. No, Jay. When I scoured social media and I talked into my male group text thread chats, there is no mention of the fact that Skip Bayless, who has been a part of our lives for the last 20 years, if you are paying attention to sports at all, he is a huge figure. Fox Sports has been built on Skip Bayless, right? And there's no mention of the fact that it's Skip Bayless. It is Joy Taylor slept her way in that position. I knew women shouldn't be sports hosts on men talk shows. Men talk shows. It's not men talk shows. It's a sports show.
Yeah.
Sports is not exclusive to men.
And that's because they don't have a problem with anything that Skip Bayless or Charlie Dixon did. They don't see the issue.
They say, hey, he offered $1.5 million. Hell, that was my comment.
That was your initial thought. Like this, they don't see the issue. What's wrong with using your position to get what you want? Right. What's wrong with it? If allegedly Joy did that, what is wrong with it?
Well, that's the only reason why she in that position in the first place.
Okay, but she's there and you're not.
That's what it really is. That's what it really is.
And it was never going to be you.
Never. Because guess what? You mediocre at best.
Yes.
I mean, basically, she's actually really good at what she does.
Yeah.
And her brother, not only was she in sports broadcasting in Miami well before she got this prominent national position of being a host. Mind you, a host. All she's doing is playing referee to two people going tennis match, doing talking points. Okay. Yeah. It is a role on the show, but it's nowhere near the role on the show. Right? Never mind the fact that she has a whole history of sports journalism in Miami. Her brother is actually a former great NFL player.
Yeah.
So she has this pedigree in her family. So even if it was nepotism that got her there in that position, she's still excelling in this position. And all men and people in social media and all these toxic, fake alpha men can think about, she slept her way to the top. I told you women don't deserve to be here.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's, it really grinded it pissed me off. I didn't even respond to the group text messages that I got in my mail groups when they said that. Like I did not respond to it because I'm like, I'm not going to get in this conversation with you. I know it's a dumb conversation, and in 2025, I'm choosing no more dumb conversations.
Yeah. Yeah, I just can't participate in it. And this is a dumb conversation. I sincerely hope that if these allegations are true, which I tend to believe they are.
Okay.
Because it's Fox.
Well, so me and you disagree on this one. I actually don't believe the allegations. I don't believe any of the allegations are actually true because of the two figures that I know of being involved. If Skip Bayless had a history of doing something like this, it would have been exposed at ESPN years ago. Now, can men gain power and as they gain more and more power, become more and more corrupted? Absolutely. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. But I don't see him doing this. And typically I believe the women. I don't believe this case at all.
I think that probably at ESPN and at Fox, there is a culture of silence and intimidation. She has already mentioned in her lawsuit that several women were victims of retaliation for rejecting Dixon's advances. I think that's probably common. I think most women, when they are harassed in the workplace, do not say anything. I think that she can't just come with allegations. She's got to come with some receipts, especially in 2025. You got to have some receipts. So if this is getting the traction in the news that it's getting, and the suit is proceeding forward, and they're going into that discovery phase, and she's going to show her receipts. I mean, everybody was looking at Cassie sideways till that video came out. My point is, I tend to believe the victims until I have a reason not to. And if it is proven that these things are correct and that these things did happen, I hope that she gets everything that she's looking for in this suit.
I mean, you're right. You're right when you said what you said. I believe all of that as well. And if these allegations are true, there'll be more victims that come forward.
Yeah.
My thing is,
because she cited.
If there are no victims, no additional victims that come forward for both Fox and maybe even Disney, because Disney owns ESPN. I don't believe it. It could be a disgruntled employee. That's all I'm saying. And I tend to believe the victims. And just this in particular case, I don't know. But the reason why
it doesn't say anything about her being fired to be a disgruntled employee.
We said that she worked there until 2024. So
yeah, when she couldn't take it no damn more, and she filed a lawsuit. Listen, I've worked in. I've never had issues like this in the workplace, but I've definitely worked in a hostile work environment, and it's difficult because you're like, I need my job.
Yeah.
Because I got bills. But this is becoming untenable. Like,
you're right.
Maybe I need to talk to somebody about this. HR is not doing anything because HR works for the company. She looked like, according to her, she tried to tell Joy Taylor about it, and Joy Taylor was like, "Girl, please, that's the way it is."
That's just the way it is.
Yeah, that's the way it is. Like, you need to get yourself together. Like, so I mean, once you got into that point, you're like, I don't think I got left here as to go to a lawyer.
Yeah. You know what? You're right. And I'm going to take a more broad view of this. But more importantly, to quote Joey Swole, men, do better. Because this is ridiculous. I don't know why y'all dragging Joy Taylor. Not Joy Reid.
Lord, not Joy Reid.
No, well, they be dragging Joy Reid too. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen?
They be dragging Joyanne.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a YouTube exclusive.
Join the conversation and follow the Unsolicited Perspectives podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your audio podcasts.